What's up, guys? Brother Bob here with the Off-Grid Church. Long time no talk. In this video, we're going to discuss chest rigs and why I think this is the best chest rig on the market that you can buy right now if you're a civilian. Why I think this is the best layout you can get, the modifications, the quality, everything is there. And so let's jump right into it. All right. So here we have Trex Arms TRAAPS chest rig. He basically made the TRAAPS chest rig, all the shortcomings of that rig, and made it just so much better. And the TRAAPS chest rig is something that I used when I was in the Army, and I loved it. It's just, it did have some shortcomings, but you can find those very cheap. And that was what was appealing about him. But he made one his own, and I just think it's just light years better. So we're going to talk about how I have mine set up, why, the what's and the whys, and jumping right to it. If I think you should buy this rig, absolutely. I think this is the best chest rig on the market. So, all right, we'll just start from the bottom and go outwards. So I have Trex Arms Wallaby pouch. This is like my favorite pouch. I highly recommend these for all chest rigs simply because it rolls up out of the way when you don't need it. So when you do need it, you can just dump your mags in there, use it as a dump pouch. You could also just store any sort of equipment in there, heat warmers, gloves in the wintertime, anything you can think of, you can fit in there, and it rolls out pretty far. So you know what, I should just do it on camera just so you guys can get a look of it. So as you can see here, it's pretty large, man, and the video doesn't do it justice. Like, you can fit a lot of stuff in here. I think I fit like 7 or 10 mags in here, so just to give you an idea of that. And then right here we have a Blue Force Gear 10-speed pouch, and this is just elastic that folds flat, which I really like because it gives me the ability to get down in the prone and get low to the ground, but also just to be versatile and shove either tourniquets in here, pistol mags, rifle mags, or anything that you really need. I've shoved multi-tools in here, flashlights. So this is one of my favorite pouches, made by Blue Force Gear, and this is the 10-speed pouch, and it goes perfectly on the rig like this. I've ran sustainment pouches, like wide kind of sustainment pouches, and then you find, with all that space, you want to stuff it up, and then it gets really bulky. So I don't really like that setup as much. So this is my preferred setup with this rig, this Blue Force Gear 10-speed. The 10-speed. I think that's what it's called. And then right here, we just have a simple pistol pouch. This is by T3. This is one of their Made in America pouches. At least that's what it says on the tag there. And I just have a multi-tool and then a paint can opener. You've seen these around on YouTube. I'm not the only one that does this. If you have a jam, you can get, pluck that stuck casing out of your chamber very quickly with this. So I like to have this kind of fast and at hand. And multi-tools, I've been carrying one of these, oh man, for so long, 15 years, and this is my preferred one. I have a special relationship with just this type of multi-tool by Gerber. I just love it, out the front, kind of deploying right there. So this is one of my favorite multi-tools, and I just have that right there in that pocket. Over to this side over here. Now, my rifle is not in this video, but this is directly related to my rifle, and it's just a single monocular. This is the one by Vortex, the 8x36, and I love this one. The eye cup right here gets rid of any distractions peeking out from your peripherals. And because I run on my rifle, I just run a dot and irons, so I don't have any magnification on my rifle. I don't like it anymore. I've ran LPVO with a piggyback, I've ran red dots and then red dot magnifiers, I've had a red dot on a 226 mount, I've had an L-can, I've had aimpoint comp 5s, aimpoint T2s, and now I'm just back to a simple EO tech with irons. And then to get positive ID, you just pull this sucker out right here and get positive ID. So I prefer that. My rifle is much lighter, which I prefer, and it's just more simple. So I like to have this for positive ID, and then just to do some recon. So, and this is just lanyard to some positive locking cord. So I just have that in this pouch right here, and this pouch is a Eagle Industries double AR mag pouch, which is very versatile. Like, I've shoved water bottles in these pouches. As you can see in this one, I have 2 full tourniquets. It's Cat 7 tourniquets in here. I use that for just my tourniquets, and you can see the versatility of these just double AR mag pouches. To fit 2 tourniquets, monocular, water bottles, 2 AR mags, pistol mags. I've had smoke in these, 2 smoke from IWAs. The large ones fit perfectly in there. They just nest right in there perfectly. And so over to this side, we have T-Rex Arms GP pouch. Great GP pouch, not too large, even though this one's really stuffed to the brim, but it's still kind of streamlined. And I love my equipment to be streamlined. As you can see from my other videos, I preach streamlining your equipment and getting to know it and carrying the bare minimum and the necessities you need and not overdoing it. So this pouch, you can't really overstuff it. It's kind of like has a slimmer profile. But I forgot actually what I had in here. Okay, so right here I have, looks like some face stick. Yeah, it's a face stick that you could use this for, you know, in the colder months too. You could put it on your lips for chapstick, but in the back of your neck in the summertime to protect you from the heat and the UV rays, and then on your face and your nose. Just a great little, small little option to have right up here in the front pocket. What else do I have in here? I think I have a boo-boo kit in here. Yeah, just a small boo-boo kit, Band-Aids, very self-explanatory. And then a cold shower, little face and body wipe. These are just awesome to have. If you're sweating, man, you have one of these, just be able to wipe your face down and you know, get all the grease and sweat out of your eyes, and even just wash your hands if you have some gunk on there. It just makes you feel totally refreshed and really boosts the morale and get you back to training the right way, and just gives you a boost of energy almost. Just makes you just feel so good. So I always carry these. These are great to have, by Buchanan. I forgot where I got these. I think I got these at REI. So that's in the bottom pocket. And I like the fact that this pouch has 2 separate compartments, because one larger compartment, I know that it would be kind of hard to get your hand in there. So I like how they really thought that out and just making 2 separate ones. And on the top one, I have some lens wipes, which is huge. What else do I have in here? Oh yeah, it's my bits to my tool inside that I'll get to. But lens wipes are very self-explanatory, but very important. Like I like to wipe my monocular, my EOTech lens, my eye pro, and it's just good to have this, especially if it's raining out and you're shooting. That gas just kind of sticks to your eye pro with the water, and you almost got to have these. I mean, on the inside I have something else too, but this is like really nice to have, a big luxury. So almost always have these. And then this is my bit to the tool will get inside. The tool will get to inside, I mean. And in the main compartment, I have a lot of stuff in here, which is why I like this pouch. So right up front, I have a headlamp with, you know, red lens. So big fan of this. This is in multicam. So headlamps are really crucial, especially in night ops or just walking around and trying to find something at night. Having that red lens and not giving away your location, staying kind of low key is important to have. Permanent marker that goes with my tourniquets right here, and just the right stuff as well. It's good to just have this is a Milwaukee wrapped in some camo tape. And then we have a chem light. It's wrapped in the wrapper. I like to keep these in the wrapper if I can, just to protect it from any UV rays. If I have to put this outside for any reason or it's exposed, it's good to just have the wrapper in there. And then right here I have lanyard is a Spuds microfiber towel pouch, and this is another option that goes with the lens wipes and the cold shower. You can just wipe your lens with the monocular or your optic or your eyewear too. I primarily use this to wipe my optic with it. And I've ran L cans on my rifles and LPVO, so it's nice to have a lens wipe for sure. So that's the Spuds and this little multicam casing here that's lanyard, which I like how they lanyarded it. Have a little lanyard hook point right at the edge there, which is perfect. And then inside here, I have a little organizer here, a little elastic organizer here with, I put a water filter in here, which we're going to talk and discuss that more in detail. And then I have some aqua tablets for water filtration purposes up. Here's another chem light. And here's a pair of gloves down here. So I like these gloves. These are I think these are mechanics. Are these mechanics? Yeah, mechanics. Or these are like really lightweight, thin gloves. So I can still feel the trigger, and it doesn't get rid of a lot of the feel in my fingertips. I don't really like thicker gloves when it comes to shooting. I actually don't wear gloves unless it's like a little colder out. Or on my left hand, so I don't, you know, burn my hand with the overheating of the barrel. So I always have a pair of gloves, and I prefer these. These are just very thin, lightweight kind of material. So, and this is the organizer here that hooks up onto this loop field right here with some hook background, and it attaches to the loop attachment on this pouch here. So it's kind of nice. I have my water filter and my aqua tablets in here. Water filtration is important, I think. And then this is my tool, the multitasker. Got this is the Trex version that goes with my bits here. And I take apart my flashlight, adjust my irons, or to take off my irons, to take off any optics. And it's just good to have a tool like this with bits. And if you know anything about the multitasker, it's just, these tools are great for cleaning and taking apart your rifle out in the field. Excuse me. And one of my favorite tools, use this a lot. Love this tool. And then on the inside here, I have, this is like a little sleeve pocket. I have Canine Provisions water decon kit, self-explanatory, but has everything you need, again, in conjunction with a water filter and aqua tablets, more aqua tablets because there's some in here too. This is just, it just takes up no space. So it's like almost mandatory to have one of these. And then in a little Ziploc bag here, I just have a Bible. I was given this one. I think this is pretty cool. I just got this a couple months ago from my brother in Christ out in Tennessee. Love the multicam cover on it. And I always have the Word of God on you, man. This is the real weapon. All this other stuff doesn't matter. This is the real weapon right here. So New Testament and Psalms and Proverbs is about the most compact version you can get. And I just have that tucked away in that pocket in the Ziploc bag. And that does it with the T-Rex Arms GP pouch. We'll start in the middle. We're going to work our way out to these outside pouches because these are a special pouch that it is only, nobody's making these, made by a person, hand making them, and we'll discuss who and what company that is at the end. It's a sponsorship, so stick with me here. These are awesome pouches. They really take this rig to the next level. And I have 4 mags right here. And so with my setup, you could obviously use these 2 outer pouches for magazines as well. But I use these for these 2 pouches here, we're going to discuss in a little bit. But 4 mags up here in the front, and then we'll just get into this map pocket back here is what they call it, which I just have kind of like soft items because I don't like to wear bulky items in this pocket. It rubs up against my chest. Kind of keep things streamlined and thin and comfortable, more like soft goods back here. So I have a beanie, and then I have a signal panel, which I make these personally. We'll discuss that in a little bit here as well. But this is basically a zippered signal panel pouch. And you could use this as a signal panel, and then I like to use it as an outdoor pillow to shove any sort of earthly elements, even like leaves. You shove a bunch of leaves in there, dirty clothes, and pull this thing out and rest your head and take like a little cat nap during the day. Very nice to have. 1000D Cordura on the outside and high vis panel on the other side. And as well as we have here, you have your protractor, land nav and stuff. I suck at land nav, so any chance I get, I try to kind of work with this and up my skills on that. And then a must-have is a balaclava, especially as a civilian. Like if you do find yourself into some sort of gunfight or whatever, you're going to want to conceal your identity and get out of there. At least that's the way I think. So having a balaclava is just nice to protect your face from the elements as well. And colder months especially, but also even in the warmer months, if the sun is beating on you, this is going to protect your face as well. If you don't have something like a face stick, this would do you very well too. Won't and it adds nothing to it. Like I said, it's in the back of the map pocket there, so it's like up against your chest, and this is like soft good type of material. So always have a balaclava on or near me, around me. And all I have here is just a map, Rand McNally map of my location and the general area and multiple states as well. So you can get the full version. This is just, I think, the single area where I'm at for, so it could be a lot thinner. So that's what's back in here. All right, so let's jump to the front here. I have 4 mags. I have Blue Force gear, so I can take actually 3 more mags and scale that up to 7 mags, right? And if you take out these 2 pouches here, you can add another 2 more mags there, which is 9 and 11, right? So 4 more mags, you'd have 11 magazines on you. And you could even use these for even more magazines. That's why I like this rig. That's why I think it's the best rig on the market. The versatility to really make this your own is key, because so many people out there, so many manufacturers are trying to bridge the gap between taking a chest rig, which is a personal piece of kit, and trying to generalize it, which is very difficult to do. And I think this chest rig really kind of generalizes the chest rig in the best way possible to fit everybody's needs. This is why I say it's the best chest rig on the market, because of the layout. The magazines are closest to your body. They're single stacked across. You can double stack them right here on the Blue Force gear if you need more capability. And just the layout of the chest rig and the versatility of it all is why I think this is the best chest rig on the market. So yeah, that's how I usually run. If I want to up on ammo, I have 7 right there. Which is in conjunction with my assault pack, which we're going to do a video on that next. My assault pack carries more magazines as well. So I have a total of, I think, 11 magazines when I'm all fully kitted out. But I have 4 mags right there, and then we're going to discuss these 2 pouches on the outside. So let's move all this stuff over here. Try to get it out of the way. All right, so these are actually my pouches. I make these. I have a sewing company that I run. I just started last year, and this is one of my first products that I was testing over the months, and I came out with this, and I've already sold some. So if you see these in stock, I'm trying to keep them up to stock as much as I can right now. But these are called pillar pouches from Samson Sewing Co. That is the sponsor of this channel. It's me. I'm the sponsor. I run Samson Sewing Co. I just wanted to create gear. I have a love for gear, and just want to learn new skill and see what happens with the company. But that is my company, Samson Sewing Co. These are the pillar pouches. I specifically made these around this chest rig, but they will also fit other chest rigs, which we'll discuss in the future, like Spiritus, Microfight, and things like that. But here's the pillar pouch. So we'll discuss the med really quick. Front panel of loop. I have my identifiers right here. And then on the inside, it fits a lot of stuff. See, this sucker is really packed down. So on the inside is just all my meds. So obviously right here, a rescue blanket, some quick combat gauze, combat gauze, 2 compressed gauze. And then I have a dart needle here. I have 1, 2 chest seals. And then I have some Burn Tech. Oops, sorry, I hit the camera there. My apologies. Some Burn Tech as well. And then I have Israeli bandage. So this was basically most of the kit that comes in the T-Rex Arms Med 1 pouch, and they could pretty much all fit inside of there. And that does it for the main compartment. As you can see, all of that fit inside of the pillar pouch. And then on the back end, the T-Rex Arms TRAAPS rig has this other little sleeve back here. And I just like to shove thinner items. Right here I have trauma shears that are just kind of loose back there, because when it's all packed and when you wear it, these aren't coming out. It's kind of tight to your body. And so I just have trauma shears, 2 more chest seals, and then another 2-foot quick clot. This one is the 5 times faster. So that's what's in my rig right there. And these are the pillar pouches. So I'll go ahead and pull this out for you guys. Oops. All it is this is all Berry compliant, 500D Cordura. Everything's Berry compliant. The positive locking cord, Berry compliant. The zipper pull is Berry compliant. The zipper itself, Berry compliant. NIR compliant, so it's not going to light up under night vision. It's just a kind of a sleeve insert with hook on the outside, which attaches to the loop on the inside of this rig right here. So that's what keeps it mounted and not going anywhere. And then on the inside, it's just a pocket dump, so you can shove all of your med in there. That's what I use it for. And then on this side, I have another identifier. This is an IR flag for NVGs. But on this one, I just have an entire water bottle, so I can have a water system right there, and some snacks. So I have some of these beef jerky. This is a great company. I'm gonna go ahead and give them a shout out. This is Wyoming authentic, like no added anything, just pure beef sticks, which I love. It's just good to have some snacks on you. I will say that if you are a Christian, learn how to fast. You know, I can go at least 3 days without any food. I've done 3-day fast. I'm about to do a 7-day fast. So not having any food on you is not the end of the world. Once you test and try your body, you'll realize that food is really not as a necessity as people think. So I only carry these for more of a luxury when I'm at the range. But if I was actually in a combat situation, I wouldn't really be worried about food as much. Water is the key there. So that's these are my pillar pouches. So you could use these for all sorts of things. Obviously, you can see what fits in here. A nice water bottle fits perfectly and it nests in there, and you can close it shut so that the sun isn't beating down on the plastic and all this other stuff. And then back here I leave that empty. And then lastly, we're gonna talk about the harness, which is my only con of this chest rig. The harness that it came with really is not my style. It's very thick, overbuilt, and I don't really prefer that. I think it has a little padding in there too, which I don't like padding on my harnesses because of the padding for my pack, and then the padding for my, or the sling, and then the harness. It's like too much padding, so I don't like to have any padding on my sling or my harness, only my shoulder straps on my pack. So I have a Mayflower Systems Mayflower Velocity Systems. This came off the UV Gen 4 chest rig, which I think was my gold standard of chest rig before the TRAAPS, but this one I think outdoes the UV Gen 4 from Mayflower. It's just a better fit, and I love their harness. I think that's the best harness you can get. My buddy has the Spirited Systems, I think the Fat Strap harness, which is almost just as good, if not better. I haven't really ran it. I just tried it and felt it, and I loved it. It's very thin, great quality, great built. But this one is my favorite. So I ended up taking the TRX Arms TRAAPS harness off and added my own Mayflower harness on there, which is awesome because if you go to a site now, you can actually buy this rig, just the panel with no harness, which is pretty awesome. So anyways, that sums it up for this quick chest rig video. Thank you guys for watching. And I will be uploading some more videos here in the future. I've just been going through a lot in my life. You guys can keep me in your prayers. I've been battling some kind of weird health issues that I've been going through, and I'm overcoming those, and I figured I felt good and I wanted to get back on camera and do a quick tabletop review. I'm going to do several of these tabletop reviews of just reviewing gear that I have. So if you appreciated this channel and you learned something, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe. It really kind of motivates me. And then leave some comments in the comment section, and we'll talk and discuss things. I'm very excited to engage in conversation with you brothers and sisters in Christ. Even criticism, whatever you have, whatever you would do differently, let me know, and we'll discuss it in the comments, man. Thank you guys for watching. Brother Bobby, over and out.